Welcome back. Let me launch the command line command prompts. Okay. Launch the command prompt. So you can type the command called SSH. Okay. SSH secure shell. It's a command where you will be able to connect it to the Raspberry Pi device, and I have actually configured a SSH server on the Raspberry Pi device. So you need to give the command like this SSH. Then you need to put the user ID, then your server name pi dot local. So that's what the server name which I actually given to this. So all these things, my Raspberry Pi device, my laptop, and all other, there might be another remote machine here, remote terminal here. This is a remote desktop. All are actually connected to the same network. They all are connected to the same Wi-Fi router. Okay. So when when I enter it, it will ask for the password. Just a minute. Okay, it will ask for the password. Just enter the password. So you will be able to enter into this Pi terminal, Raspberry Pi device. It's basically a Debian Linux. Fork of the Raspberry Pi is, I believe, is actually a fork of Debian Linux. So whatever Linux commands which is actually available, you will be able to enter here in Raspberry Pi terminal as well. So probably maybe you can see this ls or ls minus l. So whatever. Okay. So maybe you can launch other commands as well. But there is another really good handy tool which is actually available in the internet. Maybe let me type it mobi xtem. So that's another really good tool which is actually normally used by almost all the embedded developers. It's a free tool which is most of the features are actually free. You can download it from the network and you can install it. And once you install it, you can see an icon like this. So you can launch it. Then you can configure the same from sessions like SSH section or telnet server section. So if you install a telnet server in your Raspberry Pi machine, yes, we can connect it to that. Currently, right now, I actually installed only SSH, install and configure only SSH as well as RDP or DNC service. So I might be entering that same credentials like the Raspberry Pi credentials, which I actually enter in the command prompt like pi dot local, then username as pi. Okay, or whatever. Okay, then I click OK. It will ask for the password. So once I enter the password and if everything is okay, it will list something like this. Okay, pi dot local. So once that is done, then you can directly log in like this. Just double click on this, then enter pi, the user ID. So it will automatically launch here like this. Okay, so maybe you can type the commands like ls. Okay, maybe I will enlarge the font. Okay, maybe it will be here. Okay, the font might be very small. Let me see whether where that font size is. There will be definitely there will be options to increase the font size. Okay, probably I didn't see it now. It will be there anyway. Okay, so these are the commands. Maybe I can type another command called qt creator because qt is already installed. So I will type another command like qt creator. So if you once you enter the qt creator, it will launch a qt. Okay, so qt application, see this qt. Now the next task is I have actually log into this Raspberry Pi machine. Just want to confirm there's a library in Python called qt pyqt. Okay, I just want to see whether the pyqt is actually supported in this Raspberry Pi platform. Okay, so that I will do it in the next video later. Okay, thank you.